Good morning.
Hi, Walter. Good morning. How is everything?
It was good. I have a question. Yesterday at the night, I was trying to finish my homework, but it's closed now. So I couldn't finish.
Okay, let me check for it. Give me a second, please. I'm going to check for it. Did you have any problem with it? Maybe the due date?
No, I don't have more assignments, but I didn't finish that.
Okay, so well, let's see if I really don't remember. Okay. Yes, I didn't. You need to positive or positive statements. In what part we stopped yesterday?
We finished the while clause. No, if clause.
Oh, okay. Yes, the third conditional. But I'm trying to look for future conditional. What happened here? Okay. It only appears me that you did the homework, the future conditional. Then you did the past perfect, right? But you missed one part of the homework. You only did past perfect 1, not
Yes.
past perfect 2, and
the writing part too.
Yes, infinitives after adjectives, nouns. You didn't do it, okay? Or I'm not sure if you didn't do it, but you have 0, right? So what else? In quiz or your quiz?
No, I didn't do the quiz because I was trying to do yesterday, but it's closed. It was closed.
Okay. We're gonna solve right now. Yes, it appears me like you didn't complete it. So okay. Future conditional, past perfect. Okay, I'm gonna reassign, okay, the homework.
Please.
And the quiz though, okay. Just listening pronunciation. Okay, did you complete the pronunciation or not?
Yes, I complete that. Just the grammar parts too, writing and the assignment, the test.
Okay. The task listening, you did it, right?
Yes.
Okay, pardon. Okay, I was near to reassign it again. So okay, so I'm gonna reassign. Okay, so please try to do it until we're on Thursday. Oh my god, until Friday, please, until tomorrow, right? Because okay. I need to put the quiz up, the grades in my notebook. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that tomorrow in the morning before our class.
Okay, that's cool. So, all right, it is already assigned. Okay, so if you have any problem, just let me know at whatever time. Okay, because I have class until 12. No, 11. So that's my last class that I have. So if you present any problem and I can solve it in that moment, we're gonna do it. Or if not, I'm gonna let you know when it's going to be available for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. So, okay, we're gonna continue with today's classes. Yesterday we stopped being in conditionals, right? But okay, no. Give me a second, please. All right. Feature in the past. Okay, we're going to talk about future in the past. We didn't do that lesson before, right?
Um,
I'm gonna show you just because we stopped in. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So once you can see it, please let me know.
I can see. Yes, we didn't do that.
Okay, that's cool. Well, this lesson is a short one. So we're going to see how it's going. This lesson, it's similar to, well, for this we need to use the verb to be, okay, but in the past. So let's listen the audio. It's a short one.
Hi, guess what I did last night? I was going to stay home and watch TV, but I went to a soccer game instead. Was going to is an example of the future in the past. Let's learn about this form.
Okay, so we have the subject, the verb to be, plus going to. We're gonna learn how to use this, or when do we have to use this?
We use the future in the past to talk about future plans that we made in the past.
I was just going to call you.
This means that Tony had planned to call Talia.
Okay, the first thing that we have to know about this time tense is that it's a time tense, okay? And we're gonna use this when we have plans, okay? I planned something in the past, right? But for some reasons it couldn't happen, right? I was just going to call you, right? But then you arrived. So then it wasn't necessary to call you because you're here with me, right? So I was just going to travel tomorrow, but the weather is terrible. So all the airport is going to be closed. There's going to be thunder, right? So it was a plan that I had in the past, okay, for the future. But for some reasons, it couldn't happen or it didn't happen, right? So in this case, when Tony says, I was just going to call you, it was a plan that Tony had, right? To call Talia, right? I was just going to call you. I was going to go to the gym, but then it's far from my home, so I can't do it, right? But it was a plan that I had. For example, I was going to stay at home, right? But I can't because I forgot my keys, right? So then I'm gonna say at my grandma's house. So that was a plan that I had. Okay, so the time tense is used to talk about future plans that we made in the past. Future plans that we made in the past. Okay, do you get it?
Yes.
All right, that's cool. We're gonna continue with point number 2, and it's about the examples I gave you just a minute ago. So let's see.
Most of the time, we use the future in the past to talk about planned events that didn't happen. In the example, Talia had planned to check that the recording function on her app was on, but she didn't do it.
Okay, we were supposed to have an example here, but I don't know why. It always happens. Right? I guess it's a problem from the page, right?
Yes.
We're supposed to have an example, so we're gonna take this example, okay? Or maybe if we have another one, okay? So most of the time, we use future in the past to talk about planned events that didn't happen. In some cases, maybe the plan happened, right? But most of the time, it didn't happen, okay? Those are like actions that were interrupted for or were planned, but finally it couldn't be possible to realize. So when Tony says, I was just going to call you, I was just going to eat, right? I was just going to eat, or I was going to eat, but then my mom called me and told me that we're gonna have dinner out, for example, right? So for those cases, when we have a plan, okay, we're gonna plan something for the future. When the future happens, I mean, when we are on the day that we made the plan before, for some reason then, or something happened, it couldn't be possible, okay? So for those cases, we're going to use this time tense. I was just going to call you, right? So yes, that will be everything about point number 2. Is there any question maybe?
No.
Okay, that's cool. We're going to continue with the last part. Okay.
We form the future in the past with was or were, plus going to, plus the base form of the verb.
Tony was going to listen to the recording.
Amy and John were going to listen too.
Okay. The structure is very easy. I guess this time tense is one of the easiest lessons that we have because we only have one use of it. And the structure is easy too. We need a subject, okay? Then we're going to require the verb to be, okay? And it is part of form of was or were. Okay, what else? Then we're going to require this verb in ing form, okay, plus going to. And I'm not going to change this, right? I'm not going to change. What I mean with this, if I talk in third person, if I'm gonna choose whatever verb I want, if I'm gonna choose whatever verb to be I want, okay? This is going to be untouchable, right? I'm not going to touch it, right? This is the part that is going to stay like that. Even if I talk in third person, in plural, singular, if my verb goes in a different way, listen, travel, eat, watch, right? Right. And then this it's not going to be modified. And what else? Then we're going to use the verb in its base form. Why? Because, okay, yes, okay, because when we use the infinitive, then the next verb needs to be in its base form, right? So for that reason, we're not going to conjugate this verb. So the only thing that I can conjugate is the verb to be, right? She was, we were, right? It depends. Then Tony was going to listen to the recording. They were going to listen to, right? As you can see, we're using the verb in its base form, okay?
Yes.
All right, do you get it? Any question maybe?
No, I get it.
Okay, that's cool. Well, that was everything about the lesson. As I told you, it looks like I explained fast, but there is not much to explain about this lesson. As I told you, this is one of the easiest lessons, I guess, because we don't have too much use of it, right? So we're going to practice, but before to continue, could you please give me 5 verbs in this free way?
Verse.
Yes, please.
Okay. Be was were being. Forgot, forget, forgotten. Another one. Split, split, split.
Okay.
Swim, swam, swoon.
Okay, cool.
And
What else?
buy, both.
Okay, that's cool. Yes, it was cool. I need you to do it a little bit more fast, but it was cool, right?
Okay.
Now I would like to talk about the book. Did you read?
No, the book, no, I didn't read.
Okay, so please try to read for tomorrow, right? At least of 2 pages.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. Now we're going to practice a little bit. And okay. All right, so before to continue, I don't remember the lesson, yesterday's lesson. Could you please explain me when do we have to use the third conditional?
The third conditional was about the conditional if, maybe. I don't remember what was the last one we studied.
The third conditional, if you had studied, you would have passed the exam. For
Okay.
example.
Yes, it's about something you didn't do, and you wish to do another way.
Okay. What else? What could be, for example, the situation?
Okay. If I studied more about the yesterday lesson, I can explain more.
Is that the third conditional? If you, for example, the example I gave you, if you had studied, remember that we use the past perfect.
Yes.
And the modal plus the present perfect. So
yeah.
what else could you explain about it?
Okay, I have to use the past perfect in the first part, with had, and in the last part, I have to use the always have plus the base form of the verb. No, the past participle form of the verb.
Okay. And in what situation could you use this time tense? Because you mentioned something, but I guess not really, right? So could you please try to remember when do we have to use? When I say, if I had studied more, I would have passed the exam.
Yes, in an unreal situation.
I'm sorry?
In an unreal situation that never happened.
Yes, right. That's the point of this sentence. We're gonna use it to talk about an unreal situation, right? The person is imagining a different past. Okay. And yes, what else? How about the zero conditional? Do you remember, for example, if I say, I'm going to share my phone. It is loading. Where is it? Okay. So can you see it? Can you see my whiteboard?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay, we're going to continue this part.
Loading.
This is about the zero conditional, right? And it's the first one, because I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but you were supposed to, right? Because it's in order. Everything goes in order. So to see the last condition of the third one, you need to see the zero one. So we can say that it is divided in 2 parts, right? The zero conditional goes in some way, it is linked with the first conditional, right? So do you remember maybe? the first one. I mean the zero conditional.
Okay. When I
Do you remember or?
no, very good.
Okay, let's remember because you need to know this part. Okay, I don't know how can I change the color. Okay, all right, that's cool. This is a new upload of song, so it's cool because I couldn't do it, so I had to write in the book. So, for example, for the first one, oh, what a terrible color! What happened?
It's loading.
Yes.
Yes, it's loading yet.
I'm going to send a pic. You were supposed to
Loading.
see.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send you how is my screen and
I can
I
see.
know-
I can see your screen maybe, but I can. There's a message, and it says loading your whiteboard experience, but I can see.
Okay. Well, it's important. It's only the most important is the zero conditional. Can you see, right?
Yes.
When it says zero conditional. So then yes, it's important. Maybe it is loading the rest of the whiteboard that we've seen with other students. So let's continue. The zero conditional is the first one and is the easiest, right, of the conditionals because the structure is easy. And the use of this is like a real conditional, you know. Why is it called like that? Because of its use, right? For example, if I'm going to say, I don't know how can I change the. No, but it's so little. I don't know how can I. Okay, yes, I guess now it's okay. Right. If I'm going to say, if you, can you see what I'm writing?
No. I just see a title when it says future time clause, blue part, and they say zero conditional and first conditional, no more.
And why it happens, I don't know.
Maybe
That's the problem with Zoom.
Try again.
Yes, I'm gonna rewrite it again. Okay. All right. Okay, now is it better? Can you see? I'm writing right now. Or not really?
Not. It's.
Oh, that's the big problem. That's the reason why I don't like to use the whiteboard. It's interesting how it works, and I feel comfortable with it. But sometimes it doesn't appear to my students. I'm gonna send you a pic. Let's see. No, I can't. Or I'm gonna send you a pic. You were supposed to see this. Okay. Can you see? Is it the same what you're looking? Or not?
Yes. The part when it says if you stand, I can't see.
Okay, that's cool. Yes, maybe it is loading. So, okay, as I was explaining, if you can see, right, you're gonna notice when I'm writing. But if you can't, just let me know, right? So let's continue. The zero conditional is the first one again. For example, if you stand in the rain, comma, you get wet, right? So in this example, if you stand in the rain, you get wet. It's something that is going to happen yes or yes, right? So the use of the zero conditional are for facts which are generally true or scientific facts, right? So it's obvious that if you stand in the rain, you get wet, right? Or if I'm going to say the same example that I always give to my students. Okay. No. We're going to change. If you what can we say? If you heat ice, it melts, right? Okay. My goodness. Okay. This is a fact, right? So when we're going to talk about facts, we're gonna use this conditional. I mean, it's something that it's demonstrated as a scientific fact, right? Something that is going to happen, yes or yes, right? So if you're going to heat the ice, it melts, right? If you heat ice, it melts. So as you can see, something that these two examples have in common, right? Both are facts, right? Both are scientific facts. So there is no discussion. We don't have the real situation as we have in third conditional, in second and third conditional. Okay, this is true. So this is the condition and this is the truth, right? This is the reality. This is something that is going to happen, yes or yes. There is no doubts on it. There is no questions on it. Could it happen or not? No, there is no. It is going to happen, yes or yes, right? And something that is important to remember is that this doesn't have any time tense. Okay, why? Because it's a fact. Facts don't have a like this is going to be in the future or right now. No, that's the reason of why in our structure we are using the simple present time tense. Okay, in both parts, in the condition and the result. Okay, so don't forget the structure. If we are going to use the zero conditional, it's the simple present, right? Simple present plus simple present too, right? And our facts that we are going to have for maybe any situation. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any question maybe?
No.
Okay, that's cool. Now we're going to continue with the first conditional. This first conditional, we're gonna write an example. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If you study, you will pass exam. Where is this? Okay, exam, right? We're gonna use the first conditional when we are talking about a possible. I'm saying possible is not a fact, okay? It's a possible situation in the future, right? So it's most probably that if it rains, we will cancel the trip because we're not going to be available to ride in when it's raining, okay? Or for predicting, this is important. For example, let's take a view in the second example. It is like when we predict something, okay? So if this is going to happen, I can predict that you will pass the exam, right? But again, it's a possible situation. I'm predicting something. So the two uses of the first conditional is the first one, when a possible situation, when I'm going to talk about a possible situation in the future, right? Then we're going to talk when we're predicting for predictions. So we're only gonna write predictions or predictions. Okay, so you have to use as of it. How about the structure? we're gonna use in the first part the simple present. Okay, simple present. Oh, okay. And in the result, we're going to use the future time tense. So we can use will or maybe want, right? Or we can use be going to, right? So we have two options, okay, to use it. So we will cancel the trip. We are going to cancel the trip. Okay, both are correct. As soon as you follow the structure, it's okay. And of course, you have to remember the use of it, right? So is there any question, maybe?
No, I understand, but I can't see what you
Where did I read? Okay, give me a
yes,
second. I'm
I
gonna show
just
you.
can see your notes, like simple present plus will, want, or we're going to.
Okay, something like this
Yes, I
or
can't.
not?
The part, if it rains, we will cancel the trip, or if you study, you will pass the exam. The other things
Okay.
I can see.
Well, then you have a pic then, so you can see it from your cell phone, right? Because I don't know what's going on. I don't know
Okay,
what it happened.
but
Okay.
this I can understand.
Okay. Yes, that's cool. That's important part. So, is there any question, maybe?
No.
Okay, that's cool. So, as you've seen, these are like real situations, right? Could be the zero conditional for facts, the first conditional for a possible situations that we're gonna present or we're gonna have in the future, or predictions, right? When we say predictions, it's like, okay, because of this, I would predict this result, right? So the first part of the conditionals, the zero and the first, are linked because we call them as a real. Then the second conditional and the third conditional are hypothetical or unreal or improbable situations now or for the future. That's the only difference. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So is there any question maybe?
No, about the zero, first, and the third, maybe no. About the second, I'm not sure.
Okay, I guess we didn't, I'm not sure, maybe with the other teacher you've seen this, but give me a second.
No.
Okay, we're gonna watch it right now. So, okay. Now we're gonna talk about the second conditional. The second conditional. All right. When we're going to talk about this conditional, it's like an unreal or hypothetical situation. Okay, so I'm not sure about it. So let's talk about it. First of all, we're gonna write examples. If I want the lottery, I would travel a lot. Or if I say if they solve the problems, they would. Okay. Or what is this? Okay. Yes. Now it's okay. All right. When I was learning about this conditional, I really didn't like it because of the structure, right? It's not difficult, but it's a little bit confusing, right? So let's talk about the second conditional. In our two examples, right? If I won the lottery, okay, first of all, we're gonna see that in the structure we're using the simple past and the modal would, right, plus the base form of the verb. So I'm gonna try to write just here. No, yes, I guess here. Okay, the structure is in simple past. The first part, the if clause, plus the modal would, right? And then the base form. You know, when you use whatever modal you want, unless have to and now to, then the following verb needs to be in its base form. Okay. Now, something that these two examples have in common is the situation. When I say if I won the lottery, I will travel a lot. So it's not impossible, but it's a hypothetical situation, or it's an unlikely situation. It means like maybe I have a 10% of probability that is going to happen. It's not impossible, but it's difficult to it happen, you know. So first of all, because maybe I'm not lucky, because there's a lot of people who buy the lottery, right? So it's an unlikely situation. If they sold their house, they would be rich. This is an unreal situation, okay? That's an improbable situation now, or maybe it could be for the future though, right? The point of this second conditional are for things that are almost to say, no, that's not going to happen, right? It's almost impossible, right? So, for example, if I were president, right, it's impossible that maybe I'm going to be the president, right? Because I didn't study something related to it. I'm not an economist, maybe. So for many reasons that maybe never couldn't happen. Never is going to happen. So if I were the president, I would help children, for example, right? So as I'm not the president, as it is an unreal situation, then the result is also an unreal one. So if they sold their house, they would be rich. They're not going to sell their house. Could be, but they're thinking, and then it's almost impossible because where are they going to live, for example, right? So for those situations that we know that are almost impossible to happen, we're gonna use the second one, right? And the structure, if we use the simple past tense, would plus the base form of the verb. With that, you are going to be able to write this, to express an possible, likely, or hypothetical situation. I would say that number 2 is a hypothetical one. If they sold their house, they would be rich, right? So when we say hypothetical situation, we're just imagining, right? So as we imagine it, maybe it's a little bit impossible to it to happen. Okay?
Yes.
Is there any question, maybe?
No.
All right, that's cool. Now that will be everything, and this is linked, right? This is linked with the other time tense, with the third conditional, right? Because these two conditionals, right, are almost impossible, or imagining, right, something different. Okay, a hypothetical situation, a real situations, unlikely situations, and then, okay. So for that reason, those are linked. These two conditionals are called unreal ones, right? Unreal, and the other one, the other two conditionals are called real conditionals, right? Because we have a possibility maybe. So you're gonna, what's your situation? You're gonna see how it's going, and then you're gonna decide which one is the best option to use, right?
Yep.
Do you get it?
Yes, I get it. Thanks.
All right, that's cool. So that will be everything about the lesson, right? In general. So before to continue, could you please check your platform from person? I need to see if the homework appears in, because yesterday I had some problems with it. I assigned it to my student and she couldn't see the homework. So we were trying and then, but well, I don't know why.
Yes, I can see 9 assignments.
Oh yes, it's okay. You only have 9 assignments.
Yes.
And then just okay. Now we're going to continue. Filtering the text. Okay. So for tomorrow, right? Because we actually finished the lesson. Okay. So for tomorrow, we're going to look for the passive causative. I hope we can finish this for Friday, right? And then we're going to continue with reported statements. This is not part of grammar, right? You know, this is going to help you when you're going to write essays. You know, sometimes we want to speak in English, right? We want to improve our English, but as we don't, we sometimes don't know how to order the statements, okay? What is going to place first, if the subject is the I don't know, if the verb, right? So for that reason, it's important to see these 2 lessons, right? Then the passive causative, it's similar to it, right? But it's not grammar at all. It's more like a linguistic part, if we can call it like that. So yes, that will be everything, okay? So is there maybe any question?
No.
Okay. If it's okay, give me a second. All right, we're going to watch a video, please, and with it we're going to finish. So give me a second. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. This is about a novel that we have in Pearson. To tell the truth, I've never paid attention to these videos, right? Sometimes, yes, the last videos maybe I pay attention with my students in order to check if the answers were okay, but not really, right? So for this, this is something that I don't like it, because if you don't want, or if you miss one video, then you're not going to understand the context forward, right? So for example, if I skip this video, okay, then we're going to continue with the next lesson, with the next module, then I'm not going to understand, okay? But the most important part is to recap the parts, the vocabulary, what else, to catch the context in order to have a good answers. So we're going to watch it with subtitles, okay? And let's pay attention to it, because we have 4 questions to answer. So let's do it.
Wait, right? You already aired the story about Nick on the evening news?
No, I decided not to. And I hadn't heard from you. I decided to wait. I had a hunch something was going on.
Oh gosh, what a relief.
As a matter of fact, I was just going to call you.
I'm so glad you waited, Tony. Sit down.
Your phone is your tab.
I have a recording on here of Dean conspiring with his sister. It will instantly get Nick's name cleared.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, play it. I want to hear how our brilliant little surveillance operation went. It was perfect. I got it all on my little Big Ears app. Jackie acknowledged that she had posed as a Kicks executive. Oh, yes. And Jackie and Dean both admitted that there was no Kicks, that they made the whole thing up. Get out of here. And Dean actually admitted that he sent the audio file to us. Unbelievable. Wait until you hear these confessions. Hearing is believing.
Call you enough descriptions. Let's hear it.
Oh, sure. Here. Woo, this is so exciting.
Okay. Did you get it? Or you
Yes.
want to watch it?
It's okay. I will try
All
to.
right. Okay, so all right. So we have number 1, please. Could you read?
Okay, Tony waited to hear from Talia before airing the story about Nick. This shows that Tony probably wanted to check over Talia. No, Talia had already gone. Trust Tanya to find out more information about trust Talia to find out more information about the story.
Okay, great.
Amy
How about
said,
number?
"No way, get out of here." We get out of here. And unavailable expressed to her surprise.
Okay, could you please repeat this part?
Amy says, "No way."
Okay, Amy says. All right, the pronunciation for this word, okay, we're gonna do it right now. This is a common mistake in spoken English. The word, well, the verb, it's say, okay, in its base form. In the past, okay, it's said, okay, said. In simple present and third person, it says, okay. Amy says or she says, okay.
Okay.
All right, could you please try it one more time?
Yes, Amy says, "No way."
Now it's cool. And how about this one?
Okay.
Could you read it, please?
Said.
Said, okay. Similar in Spanish to that word, said, okay.
Okay, said. Okay.
All right, that's cool. We're going to continue with the third exercise.
Amy is particularly excited about the recording because here's what she helped Talia. This is the first time she heard about Jackie and Dean's streak.
Okay.
When Tony says enough descriptions, let's hear it. Let's hear it. He seems to feel impatient.
Okay. So do you want to modify something?
I'm not sure about the third. It could be that one or the last one. She helped Tony her plan.
All right. Sure. So what do you decide?
Name is particularly excited. I think it's okay.
All right. Let's see how is everything. Let's submit. And okay, no, you only have one mistake, right? So it was the last one.
Okay.
Okay, so try to check it, that part in the homework, right? So yes, the rest was great. Okay, is there any question maybe?
No.
All right, so that's cool. So because we finished the lesson and we watched the video though, we're going to finish the class until this part, right? I'm gonna launch the poll. This is the first one. Could you please fill it? When it's done, let me know because I have to send another poll.
Okay, I did.
All right. So I'm going to give me a second. How can I do it? Okay. Hold on. All right. So I launched the other one. Once it's done, please let me know. Okay, it's done, right?
Yes, it's done.
Okay, so that will be everything until this part. Walter, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, see you tomorrow at the
At the same hour.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.